Hey everyone, welcome back to Smart English Speaking, the podcast that helps you speak English with confidence, one conversation at a time. I'm Leo.
And I'm Emily. If this is your first time listening, welcome. You're going to love it here. And if you're a regular listener, hey, welcome back, friend.
Today's episode is a big one. We're talking about something every single English learner struggles with at some point, and that's speaking with confidence.
Yes, so many of our listeners write to us and say, Emily, I understand English when I read it, I understand it when I watch movies, but when I open my mouth to speak, my brain freezes.
Does that sound familiar? If you're nodding your head right now, don't worry. That happens to almost everyone, even people learning their own native language sometimes.
Exactly. So today we're going to do 3 things. First, we'll have a natural conversation, just like two friends chatting, so you can practice your listening. Second, we'll slow down and break apart some useful vocabulary and phrases. And third, we'll give you real speaking practice with pauses where you get to speak out loud.
That's right. Grab a notebook if you can, get comfortable, maybe a cup of tea or coffee.
Ooh, I actually have tea right now.
Perfect timing. Let's get started. Let's start with a simple, everyday situation, something you might experience if you travel to an English-speaking country, or even just when you're practicing with a friend. Let's imagine we're at a coffee shop.
I love this game. Okay, I'll be the customer and you be the barista.
Great. Listeners, listen carefully to the natural rhythm of the conversation. Don't worry about understanding every single word. Just get the feeling of it first. Hi there, welcome in. What can I get started for you today?
Hi, can I get a medium latte, please? Oh, and could you make it oat milk?
Of course, medium oat milk latte. Would you like that hot or iced?
Hot, please. It's pretty chilly outside today.
I hear you. Anything else for you? We've got some fresh blueberry muffins just out of the oven.
Ooh, that sounds tempting. Okay, why not? I'll grab one of those too.
Great choice. That'll be $7.50. Can I get a name for the order?
It's Emily.
Perfect, Emily. It'll be ready in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much.
Nice and natural, right?
I love ordering coffee in English role plays. It's something almost everyone actually does in real life.
Exactly. And that's the whole idea behind this podcast. We want you practicing real English, the kind you'll actually use.
Okay, now let's slow everything down. Let's go through some of the useful words and phrases from that conversation.
First one, what can I get started for you today? This is a friendly, common way that baristas or waiters greet customers in English. It basically means, what would you like to order?
Right, and you'll hear different versions of this, like, what can I get for you? Or, how can I help you today? All of these mean the same basic thing.
Next phrase, could you make it oat milk? Notice how we say make it, not make with. This is a really natural way to request a change to your order.
Great point. Let's practice that structure. You can use could you make it for lots of situations. For example, could you make it spicy? Or could you make it to go?
Try saying that out loud right now, listener. Pause the podcast for a second if you need to and repeat after Emily. Could you make it to go?
Great job. Next, we had the phrase, I hear you. This doesn't literally mean I heard the sound with my ears. It means I understand what you're saying or I agree with you. So if your friend says, ugh, Mondays are so hard, you could respond, I hear you. It shows empathy and understanding. Let's try one more. That sounds tempting. Tempting means something is attractive or appealing and you want it, even if maybe you shouldn't have it, like a dessert when you're trying to eat healthy. Story of my life. And finally, great choice. Simple, but so useful. You'll hear this in shops, restaurants, and stores all the time. It's a nice compliment you can give too. If your friend picks a good restaurant, you can say, great choice.
All right, let's do a quick vocabulary recap. I'll say the phrase, and you, listener, try to remember what it means before Leo explains again.
Number 1, what can I get started for you?
This means, what would you like to order?
Number 2, could you make it?
used to request a small change to something.
Number 3, I hear you.
I understand you, I agree with you.
And number 4, that sounds tempting.
Something looks or sounds attractive, appealing.
Fantastic work, everyone. You're already picking up real, natural English.
Now let's talk pronunciation, because this is something a lot of learners skip, but it's actually one of the most important parts of sounding natural.
Totally agree. In English, we don't pronounce every single word separately like robots. We connect words together. This is called connected speech.
For example, what can I get often sounds like what can I get when spoken quickly by native speakers.
Let's break it down slowly first. What can I get? Now, faster, the way people actually talk, what can I get?
Try it saying it with me, listener. Slowly first. What can I get?
Now, a little faster, what can I get?
Great. Don't worry if it feels strange at first. Your mouth muscles need practice, just like any other muscle in your body.
That's such an important point. Pronunciation is physical. It's not just about knowing the right sound in your head. Your tongue, lips, and jaw need physical practice making that sound.
Here's another one. Want to often becomes wanna. Going to becomes gonna. Got to becomes gotta.
Let's practice a full sentence. I'm going to get a coffee becomes, in natural, fast speech, I'm gonna get a coffee.
Try it, listener. I'm gonna get a coffee. One more. I want to see you later becomes I wanna see you later.
Beautiful. Now, quick tip, these casual pronunciations are perfect for everyday, informal conversations with friends. But in job interviews, presentations, and formal writing, you'll want to use the full forms. Want to, going to, got to.
Great distinction. Context matters a lot in English.
Let's move into another role play. This time, we're two friends trying to make weekend plans.
I love this one because it uses so much everyday, useful vocabulary.
Hey, are you free this weekend? I was thinking we could catch a movie or something.
Oh, that sounds fun. I'm pretty open on Saturday. What movie did you have in mind?
I heard that new mystery film is really good. Have you seen the trailer?
Not yet, actually, but I'm definitely up for a mystery movie. What time are you thinking?
Maybe the evening show, like around 7?
Works for me. Should we grab dinner beforehand, too?
Yes, let's do that. There's a new Thai place near the theater I've been wanting to try.
Perfect. It's a plan. I'll pick you up around 5:30.
Sounds great. Can't wait.
Such a natural conversation, right? This is exactly how two friends would really talk.
Let's pull out a few key phrases again. First, are you free this weekend? This is a very common, casual way to ask if someone is available.
You could also say, are you busy this weekend? Or do you have plans this weekend? All of these work.
Next, I'm pretty open on Saturday. This means you don't have many plans yet. You're flexible.
Then we had, I'm definitely up for it. This means you're interested and excited to do something.
Try using it, listener. If your friend suggests going hiking, you could say,
I'm definitely up for that.
perfect. And finally, it's a plan. This is a fun, casual way to confirm that you've agreed on something.
Great phrase to end a conversation about plans.
Okay, let's shift gears a little. This next part is really close to my heart because I know how hard it can be to actually open your mouth and speak a new language out loud.
Same here. I remember learning Spanish years ago, and even though I knew a lot of words, I was terrified to actually speak them in front of native speakers.
That fear is so normal. It's called language anxiety, and almost every single learner experiences it at some point.
So let's talk about a few practical ways to build confidence.
Tip number 1. Remember that mistakes are part of learning, not a sign of failure. Native speakers make grammar mistakes too. Nobody speaks perfectly all the time.
Absolutely. In fact, most native English speakers are just happy and impressed when someone is making the effort to speak their language. They're not judging your grammar, they're just happy to communicate with you.
Tip number 2. Speak slowly and clearly rather than rushing. It's completely okay to pause, think, and then continue. Native speakers do this too.
Tip number 3, and this is a big one. Practice speaking out loud even when you're alone. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing. Practice conversations in your head, then say them out loud.
This is actually why our podcast has all these pause and repeat sections. We want your mouth and brain to get used to physically producing English sounds, not just recognizing them.
Tip number 4, celebrate small wins. Did you understand a whole sentence today? Did you say a new phrase out loud? That's progress. Celebrate it.
And tip number 5 may be the most important one. Give yourself permission to sound imperfect. Confidence doesn't come from speaking perfectly. It comes from speaking anyway, even when it's not perfect.
Beautifully said, Emily.
Let's do a little confidence exercise right now. I want you, listener, to say this sentence out loud with feeling, like you really mean it. I am learning English, and I am proud of my progress. One more time, even louder.
Beautiful. That confidence you just felt, hold on to that. That's real progress. Now, let's test your listening skills with a short story. Listen carefully and try to catch the main idea, even if you don't understand every single word.
Sarah had always dreamed of traveling to Italy. She had studied Italian for 2 years, but she was nervous about actually using it. When she finally landed in Rome, she walked into a small cafe near her hotel. Her hands were shaking a little as she approached the counter. "Buongiorno," she said quietly. The barista smiled warmly and replied in Italian. Sarah understood most of it, and even though she made a small grammar mistake in her response, the barista didn't seem to mind at all. In fact, he seemed delighted that she was trying. By the end of her trip, Sarah wasn't speaking perfectly, but she was speaking confidently, and that confidence made all the difference.
Great story, right? Let's ask a few comprehension questions. Pause and answer out loud if you can.
Question 1. Where did Sarah travel to?
That's right, Italy.
Question 2. How long had Sarah studied Italian before her trip?
2 years, exactly.
Question 3. How did the barista react to Sarah's small mistake?
He didn't mind. He was actually happy she was trying.
Great listening practice, everyone. Did you catch most of it?
Even if you missed a few words, that's totally okay. Listening skill grows slowly, over time, with consistent practice, just like this. Let's talk about a few really common mistakes we hear from English learners so you can avoid them.
Mistake number 1. Confusing make and do. For example, people often say do a mistake instead of make a mistake.
Correct version, make a mistake. Make a decision. Make a plan. But do homework. Do the dishes. Do a favor.
Mistake number 2. Using much with countable nouns, like saying, I have much friends, instead of I have many friends.
Remember, much goes with uncountable nouns like water, time, money. Many goes with countable nouns like friends, books, chairs.
Mistake number 3. Forgetting the third person S in present simple, like saying she like coffee instead of she likes coffee.
Small mistake, but very noticeable to native speakers. Just remember, he, she, it, always add that S.
Mistake number 4. Mixing up borrow and lend. Can you borrow me your pen? Should actually be, can you lend me your pen?
Easy way to remember. You borrow from someone and someone lends to you.
Great tips, right? Don't worry if you've made these mistakes before. Literally every learner has.
Let's do one final role play, a bit more formal this time. A simple job interview.
This is such useful practice because interviews can be nerve-wracking even in your own language, let alone a second language.
Thanks for coming in today. Can you start by telling me a little about yourself?
Of course. I've been working in customer service for about 3 years now, and I really enjoy helping people solve problems. I'm also currently improving my English skills, which I think will help me communicate even better with our customers.
That's great to hear. What would you say is your biggest strength?
I'd say my biggest strength is patience. Even in stressful situations, I try to stay calm and listen carefully before responding.
Excellent. And why are you interested in this position?
I've always admired this company's reputation for great customer care, and I'd love to be part of a team that values that.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Notice how I didn't use overly complicated words, just clear, confident, simple English.
That's such an important lesson. You don't need fancy vocabulary to sound professional. You need clarity and confidence.
Let's grab a phrase from that role play. I'd say my biggest strength is, this is a great natural way to answer interview questions about yourself.
Try filling in the blank, listener. I'd say my biggest strength is your own answer. Great job.
Wow, we covered so much today. Let's do a quick recap of everything we practiced.
We practiced ordering coffee, making weekend plans, listening to a short story, avoiding common mistakes, and even a job interview role play.
We also worked on connected speech like wanna and gonna, and we talked about building real speaking confidence.
Here's your challenge for this week, listener. I want you to have one full conversation in English, even a short one. It could be with a friend, a language partner, or even just talking to yourself in the mirror.
Try using at least 3 phrases from today's episode. Maybe, I'm definitely up for that. Or, that sounds tempting. Or, I'd say my biggest strength is...
And remember, mistakes are not failures. They're proof that you're trying, and trying is how we grow.
We're so proud of you for showing up today and practicing with us. Every single episode you listen to is building your confidence, one conversation at a time.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Smart English Speaking and share it with a friend who's also learning English.
And leave us a comment telling us what topic you'd like us to cover in our next episode.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
This is Emily,
And Leo.
signing off from Smart English Speaking. See you next episode.